Okay, today I'm going to be talking about how the scar on Mars was formed. It was not formed by water, it was not formed by ice, it was formed by electricity. And I'm going to prove that today. Okay, on the screen you can see a DNA strand, and I have said that energy pulses through smoke, and that the energy pulses in a double helix. And I've said that the energy pulses upwards, across to the right, and then upwards, so that it swaps sides in the DNA, so that when it goes up, across to the right and up, and when the AC current changes, it comes down, across to the right and down, as you can see in the red and the yellow. This is because DNA is designed around the function of energy, which travels up and down in a double helix, and it has electrical cross rungs, the same as DNA having organic cross rungs. Funny thing about it was, while I was thinking about this scar on Mars, because it pulses from one rung up, across and up, if I circle it, as you can see in the red circle, it is the same shape as the Mars scar. Now, you can sit there and say, oh, it's just coincidence, it's something you've linked it to. Well, no, I'd already previously said that between each rung, energy pulses upwards, across to the right, and upwards, and then down, across to the right, and downwards. So I've already explained this, but it never crossed my mind till I started doing this scar on Mars video. So there is the Mars scar, right in the middle of DNA as one pulse. That is one AC pulse in one direction, and that's the shape of it. Okay, now on to proving how the scar on Mars was made. So as you can see on the screen, we have Mars, and its scar has been highlighted. I did not highlight this. This is a mainstream media picture, but it's basically showing where the scar is and its configuration. On the right you can see a spiral barred galaxy, and obviously up to the right and up, and the Mars is up to the right and up, and as I just showed on DNA energy pulses up to the right and up. So it doesn't matter what size this configuration is. This is again just proving that this is the flow of energy, and that energy is fractal, which means it doesn't matter how small it gets, it's still making the same shape. Energy travels in a double helix, and it doesn't matter if it's atom sized or planet sized or galaxy sized. Every time there's more energy, the field increases and the double helix increases in size. This is how the whole universe is constructed. The matter is conforming to the energy. The energy is not running matter that's always been here. The matter had to be designed to fit the double helix. That's why all organic matter has a double helix, so it can be powered. It is how your body gives it energy, and how the EM field that we live in, which is this energy, we live in a double helix kind of matrix that is the electromagnetic field. The energy comes in through the field and in through us and into the planet and back out again. But anyway, starting to digress there. So far we have DNA with its short pulse, Mars, and a galaxy. So I'll just explain on a piece of paper now what the double helix in smoke, how does it refer to the scar on Mars and spiral barred galaxies. Okay, so on the screen, on the top left, you can see a diagram of how smoke travels. The left-hand rotation is counterclockwise, the right-hand rotation is clockwise, and the smoke pulses out, and this can be easily seen as a rollover wave. I class them as DNA rungs. These are matter rungs in smoke, and the smoke travels clockwise up the anti-clockwise rotation across the matter ladder, and then up the clockwise rotation on the right. Now, I've already explained this in other videos, so don't need to go any further. Now, if we take this smoke wave and lay it down, you get a picture of, this is how clouds are formed and how clouds are interlinked, and water waves. This is just to show something in a minute, but if you lay it down flat on its side, that is what it would look like. Okay, down to the middle pictures. This is the Mars scar on the left. We have galaxies that are spiral galaxies. They're in this S shape. We have storm clouds. Now, I've stated in other videos that the double helix should have these cross-connecting rungs, and as it spirals down, it has cross-connecting rungs, as you can see in the picture there where it says clouds and storms. Now, I can now prove that this is correct because I can show you this picture. Now, this picture is from Suspicious Observers, just from October the 4th, just the other day actually. I do thank Ben and his guys there at Suspicious Observers. He's right on the ball. So, on the left-hand picture there, you can see the spiral, and it should have connecting energy rungs, which will, of course, attract matter. So you look at the super typhoon eclipse on the right-hand side there, and you will see all the bands of clouds that are linked together by different direction clouds, perpendicular to the original flow. So again, everything I say about the flow of energy and how it rotates and how it moves keeps being proved correct. And so we come to the last picture after the cloud storm one, and it says Mars. Now, if you overlay the galaxy shape over the top of the Mars scar, you get the picture that you've got there. So, how can I show that that deep electrical gouge in the middle is a deep electrical gouge or a deep energy gouge? Well, if we go back up to the picture at the top of the cloud wave rotation, and then we go to the bottom picture, which looks like a bit of a scratch out, but that's because it's got something going through the middle of it. I have observed in smoke, and it's not difficult to see. It's very, very easy. When the waves bunch up in the air, V's of smoke appear on one side at the bottom of the wave, and they shoot straight through the middle of all the rotational waves. It's as if all the DNA energy crossover ladder rungs line up, and then energy flows straight across the middle. So again, this is observable in cigarette smoke. It's not a trick, it's how energy moves. Energy moves in a double helix with cross electrical rungs. And if these line up and bunch in the waves, the energy bypasses everything and cuts straight through the middle to the opposite rotation. And this is exactly what has happened to Mars. Mars has canyons with dendritic ridges and a million other electrical connections that the Thunderbolts project on YouTube could explain to you in more precise detail. But the Mars scar is because energy came in and then it went straight across all the energy rung waves that were contained within the double helix that hit Mars. Now, if you go to the Thunderbolts project, their mythology conferences about the planetary objects in the sky and the fact that they have moved. And there was some kind of interaction between 5,000 and 10,000 years ago. They're not quite sure when, but in recent history. And they agree that this is electrical. Well, I'm now adding to their information to prove how it was done. Double helix laid one over the top of the other, and then through the energy rung waves from one side to the other, energy flies straight through it in V shapes. And I'm just going to put up a quick video actually, because it kind of goes with this of flying Vs. Okay, so what you can see on the screen is Comet Ison, and it did something very unexpected when it went past the Sun. Its tail did not reverse. Sounds a little strange? Not really. A comet's tail is supposed to face away from the Sun at all times, and most of them have, except for this one. It did something a bit strange. It made a V and flew off. So, I could sit here and say there are electromagnetic field bands around the Sun, and that when all these CMEs were pulsing off, as you can see them all just blasting away, that V rode the waves out of there in a V. It was accelerated by the actual fields of the sun. It gained energy and then zipped away in a flying V. So, this has been observed in smoke. It is an actual physical property of energy, and there it is, one of the largest objects we've ever seen coming near the sun, leaving the sun in a V formation, accelerating away. You can sit here and say, oh well, gravity, slingshot, all that kind of thing. Nope, the universe runs on energy. And my sun went round the sun, and then it V'd off. Basically, riding the waves, straight through the middle of them to gain acceleration, to fling it back out. Okay, and now here I have re-edited this video to show that the prediction that I just made about energy travelling across wave rungs has just been proven. On the 18th of October, Saturday 2014, there was a massive X-flare from the sun. You can see it on screen. That is from a suspicious observer's video. On the top red one, that's the picture of it, and then underneath is the Mars scar, and on the right in the green is showing the configuration of it when it flared. Now the red one above is in different angstroms, and it's basically showing the main picture. I'm now going to put up a picture where I overlay the sun next to the Mars scar, and you will see that is absolutely a perfect replication of the Mars scar. Now, the only thing I got wrong in the prediction was saying that the energy went from one side to the other. This is because the smoke was rising and it's only travelling in one direction. But as you can see on the X-flare, if you go and have a look at the Suspicious Observers videos from Saturday the 18th, the X-flare, you will see that the energy starts in the middle and zips out to both ends. One goes left and one goes right. Now that's because it's a double helix overlay and the energy is focused in the middle. The more energy that suddenly gets put through the double helix, it then expands. But because it's in a round wave formation, the energy takes a direct route from left to right and right to left via cross energy rungs. So now I'm going to put that picture up to prove exactly what I said. So there is the Mars scar and this X-flare from the sun showing exactly the same energy configuration that exploded from the sun. Whatever happened to Mars, whether it came in close contact with another planetary body, is beside the fact. That I can't tell you. But it does go with the mythology department of the Thunderbolts project, who are proclaiming that the planets in the sky have moved. And there was some kind of massive electrical thing going on in the sky where the planets brushed each other or whatever. This is how the Mars scar happened. And so one of the first predictions that I've made has come true, and it came true approximately 10 days after I first said it. I predicted that this is how energy travels on the 7th of October when I uploaded this video, and then the 18th of October X-flare has now proven it. So you can take my word for it and the evidence that I've just presented before you, that Habakkuk 3:4, where God has two rays, two lightning bolts, two horns coming out of his hand, which is double helix energy. God wrote 4,000 years ago that this energy that caused this mark and is running the whole universe, as shown in all my videos, this energy is coming from God. So you can either pretend it's not happening and words from 4,000 years ago are completely irrelevant, but I have just linked the Mars scar to galaxies, to the universe, and now linked directly electromagnetically to the sun. So that's about it, really. Thanks very much. Bye. Okay, and that's it. The scar on Mars, fully explained as having energy tear it apart based on the travel of double helix energy. And this double helix comes straight from 4,000 years ago from Habakkuk 3:4, where two horns are coming out of God's hand, and this is the hiding of his power. Now, if you there's several descriptions of that, but two horns, because that's the easiest one for people to have a picture in their head. If you have an animal that has horns, if you put them together, you will see that they are spiral and they are opposite rotation. Two horns, two spirals in opposite rotation, a double helix. So Habakkuk 3:4 states that God, his power, is coming out of his hand in a double helix. And this confirms the saying that God is sustaining everything all the time. So there we go. Praise God. His glory covers everything. So I'm just going to leave you with about 600 pictures of this double helix affecting everything in the universe. Thanks very much. My name is Lee, and I'm a Christian. And now, just to finish off, I'm going to throw on one of my songs onto this last bit, because I thought I'd lost them all in a computer crash. But no. So this song is by me, and it's called Stand Again.